UMC. I'm here for a preview for Sunday. This Sunday will be the fifth Sunday after the Epiphany, and we are in a sermon series called Rooted, and we're talking about what it means to be rooted in the love of Christ, right? Rooted in love. And so the series started with us discovering our identity, the identity as being God's beloved children. I am God's beloved son, and he is well pleased with me. You are God's beloved child, and he is well pleased with you. That's our baptismal identity. We receive that identity just like Jesus did at his baptism. And so we grab hold of that. We accept that identity that we are God's beloved children, and he is well pleased with us. Those are the most important words that we will ever hear. And once we're rooted in that identity, once we're rooted in that type of love, then we're able to love back. He first loved us, and now we can return that love to him, to those around us, to ourselves, to our world. And so we've discovered that each week there's these roots, these roots of love that we are to respond to God's love with. And so the first one was to love God with our everything. The second root is to love one another, love our neighbors, love our enemies, love one another. Last week, we discovered that we are to love ourselves. We are to love our neighbors as we love ourselves. So we have the difficult job of looking inward and inviting God's love in to heal the broken pieces in our lives. It's such an important process because the healing of God's love in us enables us to love well. And so healing of ourselves, loving ourselves. And then this coming Sunday, we're going to be talking about loving our city, loving our world. For God so loved the world. So if God loves the world, then his followers should love the world also. So we discover God is in the healing business, and he is healing the world. He's healing our city, and we as his followers, his hands and his feet, his family, his body, we love those around us. We love our city. We seek the welfare of our city, Columbus, Indiana. We seek the welfare of the world. And so that is what we're going to focus in on. And there will be some surprising things along the way. And so I invite you to join us this Sunday as we talk about our fourth and final root core value as a church, and that's to love our city and world. And so I invite you to join us this Sunday. We have two services. We have our 8:45 traditional service, and we have our 11 a.m. contemporary service. Both services are in person with social distancing and mask required, as well as online. So you make the decision based upon your health and your risk factor. I recommend that if you're high risk, to stay home and worship online. And we're getting closer and closer. Today, I leave a little bit to go get my second vaccine, so I'm super excited about that. Aren't you grateful for the advances in medicine and science that allows God to do these healings? And yes, we believe that God uses doctors and medicine and science to be part of the miracles that we experience in our lives. And then we are wrapping up the Rooted series. We have one more Sunday after this Sunday, and that will be Transfiguration Sunday. It's always the final Sunday of Epiphany, always the last Sunday before Lent. And then we're going to jump into our Lenten sermon series, which is Jonah for Lent. And I know that might seem surprising to you. Why are we going to talk about Jonah for 6 weeks? Well, there's a big comparison contrast between Jonah and Jesus, and that's what we're going to talk about. And I believe as we take a look at the lectionary passages, the story of Jonah will align really well with those passages. So I'm excited about sharing those messages with you. And then also, remember the kickoff of Lent is Ash Wednesday, and that is Wednesday, February the 17th. We're having an online service only at 7 o'clock, and there will be ash kits available for pickup in the days preceding Ash Wednesday. We believe it's the safest way to administer the ashes is for you to do it at home without us getting real close. And that, yeah, I love you too much to put you in danger and those around you in danger. So we'll do an online only Ash Wednesday. And of course, next year, we hope everything's back to normal so we can do what we always do. So anyway, I love you guys. I hope you have a great rest of the week, great weekend. And I will see you on Sunday, either online or in person, Lord willing. Grace and peace to you. Take care.